students, welcome to science class. So we are continuing with chapter number 12, electricity and circuits. All right, so let's see what we are going to learn today. Today we will be learning about the structure of torch and torch bulb. So let's proceed. We have already learned about electric cell, that is the dry cell. So today we will be starting with torch bulb, right? So what is torch bulb? The small electric bulb which produces light when a torch is switched on is called torch bulb. Okay, before that you have to know what is a torch. So a torch, it is a portable electric lamp which uses two or more dry cells, okay, to light a small bulb, right? And the small electric bulb which is present inside a torch is known as what is known as torch bulb, right? Now this torch bulb, it consists of a small glass bulb fixed on a metal case, right? Now inside the glass bulb, here you can see the diagram, you can see. Now inside the glass bulb, this one is the glass bulb, you all can see. Okay, this one is the glass bulb, and here in the diagram this is represented, the circular line is represented as the glass bulb, right? Now inside the glass bulb there is a very thin wire fixed between two thick wire. Here you see, these are the two thick wire, and a very thin wire, it is fixed in between what? In between the two thick wires, right? Now the thin wire inside the bulb is called filament. Okay, this one is basically the filament. This one, the thin wire, right? Now this filament, it is made up of a very thin tungsten wire, right? This filament is made up of very thin tungsten wire, and it is the filament of the bulb which glows when electricity from a cell is passed through it. Okay, whenever you will see a bulb is glowing, that means the filament actually glows when the electricity it passes through it. Now if it is a direct electricity, then it is connected to the plug point, and if it is means placed inside a torch, then it is connected with what? With the dry cell. Okay, that provides a very small amount of electricity, right? Now the two thick wires inside the glass bulb, it provides what? It provides support to the filament, and also it makes the connection of filament to the outer circuit, right? Now the lower end of one of the thick wire, it is connected to the metal tip. Here you see, this is what? This is connected to the metal tip, right? The lower end at the bottom of the bulb, okay, whereas the lower end of the other thick wire, it is connected to the metal case of the bulb, right? Now one of this, it is connected to the metal tip, this one, and another it is connected to the metal case. This is the metal case, this is the metal tip. Okay, now, the metal tip at the base of the bulb and the metal case of the bulb are the two terminals of the torch bulb. That is the positive terminal and negative terminal. Okay. So, the torch bulb, it has got two terminals. Now, these two terminals of the torch bulb, that is the metal tip and the metal case. Okay. It do not touch each other. They are separated by an insulating material between them. Here you see. Okay, they are separated by the insulating material between them. Right. Now, this metal case of the torch bulb, it is shaped like a screw so that it can be fixed in the bulb holder. Okay, here you see. This one is, it is designed as a screw. Okay. Now, we have already studied that an electric cell, that is a battery, it has got two terminals, that is positive and negative. And now we find that torch bulb has also got two terminals, but they are not marked as positive and negative. Okay. Now, when the two terminals of the cell, they are connected to the two terminals of torch bulb by using wire, here you see. Okay, this is connected by using wires. Then what happens? The electric current passes through the filament of the bulb, and then it starts glowing. Okay, and it gives off the light. So in other words, what we can say? We can say that a torch bulb lights up when the metal tip and the metal case are connected to the cell through wires. right? Actually, when the electricity from the cell it passes through the filament of the bulb, then what happens? The filament gets heated too much. Okay, then what happens? The filament it becomes white hot and it starts giving off light. So you can say that a heating effect also produced by the electricity from the cell, which makes a torch bulb work and produce light. So the torch bulb it converts electricity into light. Okay, here you see this is a representation of torch bulb. Okay, now the electric bulb that we use in our home, okay, they have also a design similar to that of the torch bulb. Okay, but they are slightly larger than that of a torch bulb. Okay, so in general we can say that an electric bulb it has filament which is connected to the two terminals, right? Now this electric bulb it glows when electric current passes through its filament. Okay, now the small amount of electricity which is produced by one or two dry cells, it can light up only a small electric bulb like a torch bulb. It cannot light up a big electric bulb when we use for lighting our home. That time we have to connect it with our electric source. Okay. So now we will be describing about what? About torch. Okay, so what is torch? Already I have said that a torch it is what? It is a portable electric lamp which uses what? Which uses two or more cells to light a small bulb. Okay, so where this torch is used, the torch it is used to provide light when we go out during a night. Okay, or when electricity supply fails at home. Okay, so the torch, it has got a bulb that lights up when it is switched on. Already the structure of a torch bulb has been explained. Okay. And this is what? This is the inside view of a simple torch. Okay. So now I will discuss that how this torch works. Okay. So torch, it contains a simple electric circuit. Now what is circuit? I have not yet explained. I will explain about electric circuit in my next class. Okay. So inside the torch, two or more cells are connected to the torch bulb through a sliding switch. Here you see, this is the sliding switch. Once you have to push the switch up and then down. Okay, it is a sliding switch. Okay. Now, when the torch is needed to provide the light, then what happens? We close the sliding switch by pushing it forward. Okay. So that what happens? The circuit gets closed and the bulb glows. You will understand it more clearly when you will understand about circuit. Okay. And when the torch, we need to close the torch, we need to put off the bulb, then what happens? You have to just pull it backward. Okay, so that what happens? The circuit, it gets opened and the electric supply, it gets disrupted. Okay. So the torch, it has got two or more cells, okay, and the cells inside the torch, okay, they have to be joined correctly. Now the two cells in a torch, they are joined like this. Here you can see the negative terminal, it is joined to the positive terminal. Negative terminal to the positive terminal. Okay. So this is your homework. You have to draw and label it inside in your science copy. This is the inside structure of a torch. Okay, so in our next class we will be discussing about electric circuit and electric switch. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you everyone.